Okay, so it's Wednesday. I'm tired. I don't know why, but I'm very
Your
tired.
next break is in 1 hour.
So this morning, Mickey woke me up about 5 o'clock. He was barking in order to go outside. So, got up at 5 o'clock. Let him go out. I did try sleeping. Let me tell my story. Anyway, he woke me up at 5, and I had slept pretty well all night, so no problems there. But anyway, get up at 5, let him out, and Rocket comes trotting down. You know, he wants to go out too, so fine. So I figured, this is gonna be a little while because they're just kind of laying around on the porch. There's nothing really for them to do. The sun is starting sort of to come up. There's it's the first beginnings of daylight are happening, so they're just chilling on the porch. So I said, screw this. I'm gonna sit down on the couch and watch the news and see what's going on. Next thing I know, it's 7 o'clock. I fell asleep on the couch, and Mrs. Gimpy she's all waking me up because she goes, "Did you know that left the front door open?" And I went, "Sure." And then she just kind of, and then she left me alone. And next thing you know, and then I noticed that Mickey's up on the couch, so she must have put Mickey up on the couch, and Rocket was sleeping over in the living room bed. And so next thing I know, it's 8 o'clock in the morning because I fell asleep again. So I don't know what the deal is. I'm just really tired, and I don't know why. Because like I said, I pretty sure I slept pretty well last night. I went to bed about 10 o'clock or so, a little bit later than normal, but not too bad. Power naps? That wasn't a power nap. That was a 3-hour. That was a 3-hour power nap. You know, slightly interrupted. You know, so anyway, I'm tired, and I don't know why. It's probably an MS thing, I'm sure. I've been doing pretty well lately, so I've been due for a while for a serious case of being tired, because I've been doing really well as far as the fatigue side of things, and I think it's, you know, now with the COVID thing kind of technically over for the most part. I think the only thing I have lingering from COVID now is the brain fog. Combined with the normal MS brain fog, it's not fun, especially if you've been paying attention the last week or two, where I can't remember certain stuff. It's worse than it has been in a while. But the upside is my taste and smell are back. So six in one hand, half dozen in the other. So yeah, even such a thing as a shorter than a 3-hour power nap. I don't know. I thought power naps were just like 20-30 minutes. I thought power naps were short naps. Or am I getting that confused? I haven't done naps on a regular basis in a long time because it screws up my whole sleep pattern. So usually if I take a nap during the day, it screws up my time to go to sleep, which screws up my actual sleeping period too, because I like to sleep a good 8 to 9 hours minimum, uninterrupted, if I'm lucky. And you know, that's what I shoot for. And naps screw with that pattern. So at least I can taste what I'm eating. Yeah, there's that. Oh, that reminds me, Mrs. Gimpy was supposed to give me donuts this morning, and she farted. She flaked out on me. So I need to scream at her later, going, "Where's my donuts? You promised me donuts when my taste came back." My taste has been back for about almost a week now. Where are my donuts? So anyway, stream schedule. Today, going to play some Master Magic. Why? Because I don't have a reason other than I want to. Tomorrow, Thursday, though, we're playing some more Conan Exiles with Jeff, Katker, and Calfac. Friday is Solasta multiplayer with Jeff, Hobo, and Hurricane. Saturday, probably more Space Haven. And then, of course, Sunday is Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous Day. First half of the stream is campaign stuff. And the second half of the stream is the Treasure of the Midnight Isles DLC with View Group 7. So, that's our schedule for the next few days. Other than that, will there be dog cam today? Probably not. Mrs. Gimpy is here, and I don't think she has any plans of going anywhere. At least she hasn't told me she does. So, American rendition of a donut? What's so different about other donuts? You know we have more than just one type of donut here, right? You know what the funny part is, Food Rules, is you're spelling donut like Americans spell donuts, which is wrong. In movies, we don't. Well, they're movies. That's the way they work. They're going for the typical, prototypical donut stuff that everybody thinks they are. But no, we actually have many different types of donuts here. But I still think it's funny that you spell donuts like an American. Look it up. You do. Because I was going, because my donut selection for this morning was supposed to be Jelly-filled donut. Isn't Hollywood true USA? No, it is not. And I say that living in Southern California where Hollywood exists. No, that's a little far away from us. But anyway, so I was going with I wanted a lemon-filled donut, which is technically a lemon jelly donut. I wanted to get I'm not sure exactly what they call them anymore. It's either Bavarian cream or Boston cream donuts. It's basically, it's another type of filled donut, but it's got a white pasty filling to it, kind of stuff. I don't know exactly. I think what they call. I think I think they're technically Bavarian creams, technically, but we also call them Boston creams. Never had the lemon filling stuff. Is good if it's done correctly. It's good, really good. So that, and then I wanted the cake type donut, and I don't know if you're familiar with those. It's basically a heavier breading type deal, and usually it's not always usually, but I wanted the chocolate version of it. So it's basically it's basically like a chocolate cake donut with chocolate frosting on it. That's what I wanted, and I think that was, and I might have said chocolate bar too. I think those were the four I was going for. So the lemon filling stuff. I'm trying to think. What other foods have that kind of stuff? I'm trying to remember. Mrs. Gimpy actually, this was a year or two ago at least. It's a lemon type filling stuff, but it's not necessarily for donuts. You can use it on other stuff. We were using it on waffles. We actually, instead of putting other stuff like butter and syrup and stuff, I had to get this lemon type. I don't remember what it was called, but it's basically just it's kind of just spread it right on, and if it's a warm on a warm waffle, it just kind of melts right into it. It's really good. So, but anyway, I guess I should get started, huh? I got nothing. I'm just fucking tired. Oh, I'm tired. Apparently Rocket is too. He's falling asleep on the floor in here. He couldn't even make it to his bed. Strange combination. You got to get creative sometimes. Once you get to a certain age, you have to start getting creative with the food you eat, because you've had so much, so many repeats in your life. You need to mix things up a little bit. Maybe do a shorter stream? I don't know. We'll see how I feel in an hour or two. Go from there. But anyway, let's get started with Master of Magic. Like I said, probably no dog camp today. Wow, that went well. Game came up, went right to
Hello
OBS
everyone.
the way it's supposed to.
My name is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel. If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also find Gimpy on YouTube, where he posts previous episodes and highlights of the stream. Just scroll down about section. Then click the subscribe button to follow. Also, please click the like buttons on his videos. You will make him feel better about himself. That's it. Thanks.
Yep, thank you. Happy Wednesday. Regular stream with much longer breaks in between? Oh, no, that would definitely not be good. Longer breaks just make streaming that much more difficult for me, because it breaks my streaming rhythm. Believe it or not, I get into a rhythm streaming, as in energy levels, right? Taking a break that's too long kind of just ruins things for me, because it's just like it's what's the right word? Problematic isn't the right word. It's I don't know. It screws with stuff. It screws, like I get into this pattern, right? That I'm streaming. I'm playing the game. Okay, I take a little break, get up, move around a little bit, and come and sit back down again. And I'm giving myself typically a 3 to 4 minute drive or pause, basically. Disruptive. I don't know if disruptive is the right one either, but it's closer. But like I was saying, a 3 to 4 minute break is just enough for me to just move around, get some more water, just stuff. But it doesn't mess with my train of thought, so to speak, right? Because I'm in the pattern of playing a video game and focusing on that. And if I take too long of a break, it starts breaking that process, if that makes sense. Train left the station. Yes, kind of. Welcome back to Spiridor. So, in the groove. Yeah, that's the thing, is I'm trying to stay in the groove streaming. Because there's, like right now I'm really, really tired. But if I can get in the groove and stay there, the tiredness isn't going to bother me as much. Because I'll be more focused on the game and not having time to think about how tired I am. So, this is the whole point I do video games in the first place, is to escape from the reality of the world and stuff, right? It helps me focus on other stuff and not have a chance to focus on things that I'm experiencing, through my body and stuff. So, and then suddenly it's 8 hours later, see? And that's the way it should be. Try to explain to anybody under 20 what the groove is. Oh, I'm sure they would know. Well, I guess it depends on who you're talking to. Because not all 20-year-olds are the same. Some of them actually aren't that bad. Some of them are pretty bad, but some of them aren't. I have a niece and a nephew. The niece, she's 23, 24 years old now. And the nephew, he's a couple years behind her. He's like 21 or 2, something like that. And they are so different. She is so much more an adult than he is. He's a freaking child still. He talking to him is like talking to a 5-year-old. He's got the attention span of a butterfly or a gnat, whatever you want to tell him. But man, he is a child. He is just a child. And like I said, she's the complete opposite. She's already, she's mature and she's easy to talk to. She's an adult. Meanwhile, her brother, a couple years behind him, he's like decades behind her still. It's amazing. The differences. And of course, she's always been like that too, though. She's one of those type of people. She's somebody, even when she was like, 10, 12 years old, you could still speak to her in a normal way. You didn't have to talk to her like she was a child. Her brother, totally different story. He's always been a pain in the ass. So, how long can they survive without internet-connected smartphone? I don't know. Question is, how long can Mrs. Gimpy? Mrs. Gimpy, for her age, she is... Well, not even fair. That's not even fair to Mrs. Gimpy. Is my father-in-law. He is what? Not my father-in-law. My stepfather. My mom's husband. He's what? 72. He'll be 70. Yeah, he's 72. And he carries his phone everywhere he goes. He is constantly looking at his phone. Doesn't matter. He's 72 years old, and that phone is basically grafted to his hand. Because he's always looking at it and stuff. My mom's not too much better, and she's the same age. But she can, do other stuff besides look at her phone all day. Sometimes. And then me, I don't even have a mobile phone, so I don't have that problem. I have a tablet. But it sits on my desk all day usually. Unless I bring it out to the living room with me, and that's because I want to read. Because I read, digital books. I don't have any physical books that I read typically anymore. So I only have to basically the tablet. If I carry on my tablet, it's either take a picture of something or to read. I don't. Once I'm done streaming, I'm pretty much done on computers for the rest of the day. I don't come back afterwards. I get up, go have dinner, go do the TV thing, whatever, with the wife, and maybe read on the tablet, like I said. That's it. I don't touch my computer again until the next morning. Mrs. Gimpy, on the other hand, after dinner, she goes, she checks her emails. After we're done watching TV and we're getting ready for bed, she checks her emails and stuff. And it's just like, ugh. She's much more addicted to the technology side of things, which is kind of funny because I'm the one that had the career in it. She didn't. She's never really been a computer person until she met me, so it's kind of my fault. So, no other streamer content creator you like to watch? Not after I'm done streaming, no. When I'm done streaming, I'm done on the computer. That's something I've learned to do years ago. Because if I don't get into the rhythm of going back to sleep or going to sleep later on. So that's why I get off the computer. I don't game. And the only time I play video games at night after dinner is when Mrs. Gimpy isn't here because she's doing something else with her parents or whatever. If she's here, I'm not on the computer at night. So, what about infrequent English Catker? Catker doesn't stream anymore at all. He hasn't streamed in ages. And he wouldn't be streaming that time of night either. That's when it's dinner time for me. That's what, 6? At 6 o'clock for me, he's 9 hours ahead. So he's the same time as you, Luke Rules. So when I finish my stream at 6, that's what, 3 o'clock in the morning? So yeah, I don't watch that. And I don't know. I don't really. Like I said, I don't look at Twitch after stream, so I don't even know who's streaming after. Hell, I don't know who's streaming right now. Other than me, I don't know anybody else who's streaming. Because I usually, the only time I watch streams is usually in the morning, when I'm after breakfast, and I'm in here starting to work and stuff. I usually fire up Twitch and see who's streaming. And if there's nobody's doing anything I really want to watch, I don't watch. And then I start working here, and then I'm not watching anybody at that point. So I'm a bad person. I'm a bad person. I don't really watch other streamers. And if I do, it's for a very, very short period of time. And if they're not watching a game that I'm actually interested in watching somebody play, I don't watch any of them. I was actually, before the stream started, I was looking through the list, the Twitch homepage, and what they're recommending that I watch. I don't know what the hell Twitch is thinking, because everything they're showing me, outside of people that I actually follow, I have no interest in. I don't know what the hell Twitch is doing. The people they're showing me that they're saying, yo, you should watch this, so this is recommended and stuff. It's like, why? That's not even close to the people that I follow, usually. So I don't know what the hell Twitch is thinking, or how they figure that stuff out, or how you find people. Or it's like, and this of course is an issue with Twitch, is that they're not very good at directing people towards streams that they might actually want to watch. Twitch is actually really bad at that, and they need to figure it out. I don't know how they'll figure it out, but they need to figure it out. So, pushing their best content creators, they probably have that in their contracts. And actually, no, it's not even that. Some of the stuff they're pushing is just, I don't know why they're pushing it. Because, they have on the homepage, they have the top bar, which is all, just featured partner people. I never watch those. I couldn't tell you the last time I watched any. The first one that pops up, I don't know why that's up, why I would watch that. That's nothing even close to what I'd be watching. But I know, but that's a totally different story. But then you scroll down, they go, the recommended channels and that kind of stuff. And the recommended channels is just like, okay, I guess they're kind of close, but I recognize all the names and I don't follow them for a reason. Maybe that's what it is I've watched their streams at some point, but I didn't follow them. And there was a reason why I didn't follow them, yet they still come up as recommended. And that's, I think, Twitch's backwards thinking there. So I've already been to that channel. I didn't click the follow button. What makes you think I want to go back there and watch it some more? If I didn't already follow, why would I go back? And that's kind of the issue with Twitch. And of course, which makes streaming hard too, is because if you can't grab somebody within, say 30 seconds of them coming to your channel and they don't click the follow button, it's hard to get them back. So, but yeah. By best, you mean the best to monetize. Yeah, but even that, they do have a section called the smaller streamers, and it's basically people like me, people that are under so many viewers, typically, usually under 50, I think, if that currently have under 50 viewers to show up in that little list. And it's not a very big list either, which kind of sucks. But that's what they do. I guess they're trying, and even then, even though they're smaller streamers, they're still playing stuff that I don't really care to watch. So what they really need to do is they need to give you, as a viewer, an actual list of stuff that you're looking for. Instead of having you look for it, they actually need to give you, just this little checklist. I don't want to watch FPSs by English, English language, which is usually they're pretty good about, typically. That kind of stuff. Just be able to focus things down a little bit instead of having to do an actual, do a search. Oh, I want to see somebody playing Master of Magic. What about other games that are like Master of Magic that somebody that might be playing? Are they going to show up there? No, not likely. But, Twitch needs to work on the way for viewers to find streamers that they actually might want to watch. And then like I said, they're making little changes in the background here and there, but we'll see. Anyway, should we get started? I could go on all day about this. I have so many issues with Twitch. I really do. Of course, I have issues with YouTube and any other competitors out there too, because they're all trying to mimic Twitch on how Twitch does things, and they're missing out on a way to do stuff that Twitch doesn't do that could help them actually, grow their audiences and stuff. But that's not my problem. That's their problem. Okay, so yeah, let's keep going.